Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Campazzo in at the point guard. To the right wing. Here's Cannon. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. Cracks in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Musa. Pass to Tavares. Here's Musa. Fires the 3, buries the long-range jumper.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
They get it again to the left wing. Pass to Cannon. Takes a 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Musa passes to Garuba. This one for 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Cannon looking over the floor. And he's good on the 3-ball.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
Into the lane. That one good for 2. Cannon's got 5. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. They set the pick. Puts up a deep 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Beyond the arc. Cranes the 3-pointer. 6 points for him.
And right now they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Driving in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Three-pointer. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
They set the screen. Out to the right wing. Moves back up. Launches a three. No good on the shot.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
To the wing on the left. There's the three. Connects from three-point range. Cannon's got 10 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Musa with the bucket.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Cannon, that's a two-pointer. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. 12 points for him.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Musa passes to Garuba. There's a good screen. Off target with his three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Lets it go with a three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Well, a lot of importance placed on outside shooting, and tonight you can see why after that kind of quarter exploding from the perimeter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Cannon from long range. Nailed from three-point land.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Up by 15. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
They've got Yui, and it's Ibaka in at the center, locking down the middle. To come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. To the paint, Kalinic to the left side wing. Teodosic, a quick shot there, and it's off target. They have a very long way to go to get within sight of the lead.
And from what we've seen so far, guys, don't hold your breath.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Dos Santos. That three off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Azania. No good from outside. Dos Santos. Stolen away. Here's the break. They set the pick. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And the three off target. From deep. A rebound by Hazania. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Teodosic grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Hazonia on the wing. And here in the second quarter of action with a hit under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, have you settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that? I'm not sure who was supposed to be guarding him. Ridiculous lapse there defensively.
They set the pick. Driving the lane and finish off by Hazonia.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Dos Santos buries the jump shot. 8 points for him.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players, but with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. 1:15 left in the first half. Here's Hazonia. Knocks down the three ball. Hazonia's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Cranes it from beyond the arc.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
50 seconds left in the first half of the game. Ibaka outside. Shot clock at 5. No good there off the double clutch. Here's Teodosic. Still scoreless. Dos Santos. His three-pointers off the mark.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Jack passes to Hazonia. Pass to Ibaka. Fires it up. Drops one in from the wing. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Delivering the blowout. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Well, they were the tougher team in that half, and it showed up in a number of ways. Just look at the rebounding numbers, Ernie.
Yeah, that differential. And it's time now for the... Thanks for spending half...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And it's Campazzo in at the 1. Here's Cannon. And they call an illegal screen here.
And that's miscue number 2 for them tonight. On the whole, they've been doing a great job of taking care of the basketball.
Here's Campazzo. Nothing on the board. Here's Musa. Misses the 3.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Cannon. 15 points in the game. Here's Musa. There's the triple. Count it. Number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Well, here's the problem. He's shooting the lights out, but they're still behind. They need another guy to step up.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Here he goes.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Cannon from long range drills the three-pointer. Cannon's got 18 points.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
From downtown, Cannon with the rebound. From past the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall. 12 points for him.
Guys, he's done a one-man air raid, coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
No good from the wing. Fast break, here they come. Here's Musa. From outside, off the mark. And they've had a tough time scoring in the half court.
Credit the defense for making it hard on them. They've done a great job of disrupting the timing and spacing of their offense.
There's Cannon with the three. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Musa. 17 points in the game. They need this. Cannon with the rebound.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Lock at 6 with the shot. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Cannon's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
And he drives in. Here's Musa. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. Drills it from outside. Cannon's got 11 in the second half.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
For 3, good on the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
46 seconds left in the third. Jacks up a 3. That one's not going to go. Here's Musa. 17 points in the game. Going inside. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Cannon. To the inside. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
It's good from long range.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. We've got Hazonia, and it's Jack in at the 4 slot. And the 3 ball is good.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Shot from the top of the key. No good that time.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Cannon, that's a two-pointer. Here's Bowen Boy, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Here's Cannon, defended by Ibaka. There's a screen. Inside, here's Bowen Boy, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Hazonia kicks to Ibaka. Snatched away. There's Cannon with the three. Boy passes to Cannon. To the right side. 4 on the shot clock. And the rejection by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka.
Home team, number 12, Nikola Kalinic.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And that one drops for him.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
Here's Hazonia. And that time, also a missed shot. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Cannon from long range. Hands it from downtown. Cannon's got 31.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pass to Ibaka. Shoots the three. Kept alive.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebound.
And how about the confidence to pull up from out there, and what skill to knock it down?
Screen by Ibaka. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Very smooth pace to this offense, guys.
Yeah, looking to keep building on this run.
1:07 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Hazonia. A three-pointer, no good.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
That shot off. Pass to Deck. The tray hits it from three-point range.
Well, they brought the double team to force the ball out of his hands, but failed to rotate off the pass.
34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Shot clock at 3. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. And Hazonia gets it to go. Pass to Bowen Boy. Three-pointer. off the mark. And so they get the victory here at home. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Defended by Jones. Fires the three. Knocks it down from distance.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight. Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout. This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth. Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the three. He has 6.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired. Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Shot clock at 6. Jones grabs the board. From outside, off the mark. The 3-ball. Gets the 3-ball to go. The visitors with the ball. 6-point game. On the wing, Jones. The 3. Sinks it from distance.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance. Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And stolen by Jones. For 3. Doesn't go for him. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Defended by Jones. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. Unable to get that one.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Pass to Ntilikina. Lets the 3 fly, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Ntilikina is a terrific passer, always looking to share the ball whenever the opportunity is there.
A minute 42 left in the first quarter. Such a wide open look. 12 points for him.
Man, he's bringing the energy, the efficiency. I love what he's doing offensively.
Outside Jones. There's the 3. The shot that time not on target. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And it's good on the lay-in.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh. Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Pass to Bonga. The 3 is up. No good there. Stolen. In transition, here they come. Takes the 3. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them. And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Defended by Jones. Launches a 3. Shot's no good. Made 4. He's missed 4 now. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Can't hit from in close. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
We've got Washington, and it's Pokashevsky in at the 4 spot. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Pokashevsky.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Lundberg. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Fires the 3. Here's Nedovic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one falls. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Lundberg. And the 3 off target. He's guarded by Washington. Drains the triple. He's got 5.
Just straight tricking the defender with the shot fake. This is how it's done.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pokashevsky the miss.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you got to play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
They set the screen. And it's in there.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Pass to Lundberg. And here's Pokashevsky. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Pokashevsky's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Hits the trifecta.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Here's Jones. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Here's Teodosic. And he buries his first look.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage of the game steadily heading north.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Now here's Pokashevsky. He's got 5. Puts up a 3. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
In transition, here they come. The 3 from Washington. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
35 seconds left in the first half. He's guarded by Washington. From outside the arc. And the three-pointer goes. 19 points in the game.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
From deep three-point land. No luck on that one.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Up by 12. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Well, I think for the home team, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big...
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the home team.
Their bench hasn't...
Thanks for joining us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Six to shoot. From the wing, Jones grabs the board.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Three-pointer. And no good. Jones has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Top of the key. That one no good.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
Really left him alone that time. He's got 11.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
Defended by Jones.
Away team foul. Jones. First personal foul. First team foul.
Defended by Jones. To the inside. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Three-pointer. The shot no good.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
The layup misses.
That's a rarity for him, especially against the soft defense.
Jacks up a 3. No luck on that one.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's the 3. And he can't get that one.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And he dunks it down.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Offline with a 3. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Bunga. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Bunga's got 5 points now in the quarter. Inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns. That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Defended by Jones. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Ntilikina. No points so far. Kept alive. Out left to the wing. Here's Bunga. Nails it from three.
You've got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Defended by Jones. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Shot clock at 5. From downtown, connects from downtown. 15 points in the game.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Defended by Jones. Out to the wing. And the bucket is good. 9 seconds left in the third. Here's Bunga. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. They lead by 12. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. They've got Aleksej Pokusevski, and it's Washington in it to 1. Picked by Pokusevski. From deep. Fires in the triple.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Here's the pick. He's guarded by Washington. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 22.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Shot from the inbound, and Lundberg gets it to go.
Big ups to this coaching staff. Great play design there.
He's guarded by Washington.
Washington Jr. First personal foul. First team foul.
Ooh, poked away. He's guarded by Washington. 4-3. It's hauled in by Pokusevski. To the paint. Here's Jones. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized. Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Pokusevski the miss. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Knocks down the triple.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
There's the triple. It doesn't go for him. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Beyond the arc. To the left wing. To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Jones grabs the board. Washington inside. Pass to Jones. Here's Lundberg. Can't hit that one.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Now here's Pokashevsky. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. So it's the home team now. There's 1:59 left to play in the fourth quarter. Drills it from deep. Given 30.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
Fires for 3. And he missed there. 4 for 8 shooting now so far. He's guarded by Washington. Pure from three-point range.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Off the mark there with a 3. Jones, the pass to Washington. Pokashevsky in the high post. From the arc. He can't get it to go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Defended by Jones. There's 47 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Lundberg. Takes a 3. The shot no good. On target from range.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Now here's Washington. Five to shoot. Fires away from way outside.
Boy, and that is a bunch of rebounds for a player who's not the biggest guy out there.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. Well, this might not have been the most...
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Ntilikina. He's out there with Jones. And it's Davies in at the center, filling out the middle. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Musa. Drives to the hoop. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, he saw his chance to earn a little camera time there and took it.
Rocking the rim with some major force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
Here's Campazzo. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. A nice shot by Garuba.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Here's Musa. The second effort. Garuba's shot is off.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Bonga, no good. Here's Musa. He has 5. Puts up a 3. And rebounded by Davies. Here's Bonga. He takes it in, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Pass to Garuba. Pulls from the top of the key. It's good. Garuba's got 5 now. Garuba's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Jones with it. Takes the 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And it's off from 3-point range. Pass to Davies. From deep 3-point territory. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. There's the screen. Lets the 3 fly. A nice shot by Garuba. Garuba's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Here's Ntilikina. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
So tricky with the pump fake. Ntilikina is solid at using it to draw defenders in the air.
Good on the second free throw. 1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Musa. He has 5. Pulls up. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Outside, Jones. And Jones slams it home.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Here's Musa. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 8.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Puts up a deep 3. Musa grabs the miss. 58 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Garuba's shot is off. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside, Jones. Pass to Ntilikina. No good on the triple. Defended by Jones. Here's Tavares. Here's Garuba. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Garuba's got 10 points in the game. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. They're up by 9. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
They've got Pokuševski. He's out there with Jones, and it's Washington in a point guard. From outside the arc, here's Pokuševski. Here's Jones. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
Good on the three-point shot.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
With the drive, and it's Jones finishing it off.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Pass to Azania. Shoots from 14. Pokuševski grabs the miss.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Lundberg. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Ibaka. He's covered by Washington. Ibaka outside. To the middle. Here's Deck. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him now.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Buries it from three-point range.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, when you look at the draft, it seems talent evaluators have a type. LeBron James says our league is always hungry for potential. That's the whole focus of the lottery. It makes sense that those guys who are taken 16 through 30 are on real contending teams and making impacts. Of course, Kevin, everybody wants to draft the next LeBron. Good luck with that.
Or work with the next David Aldridge, a Hall of Famer. David, thank you.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Azania. Off target from outside.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Lundberg sinks the triple. Lundberg's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Well, that's just excellent offense. If the defense is giving that up, you've got to take it.
For the three, Pokusevski grabs the miss. Pokusevski's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Jones. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Jones has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Screen by Ibaka. Driving inside. And finish off by Hazonia.
Ooh, rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get himself on the highlight reel.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 6. Pokusevski with the ball. Still without a basket. Launches from deep. And we finished one half of basketball. Leading by 14. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Take a look at the home team. They've been just solid at times, and at other times they've been awesome. Fun team to watch.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the home team. And that'll do it for half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And it's Campazzo in at the point. Fires for 3. Pass to Musa. Over to the left wing. Clock at 4. Cans the shot from the wing. Musa's got 12.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
Ntilikina out there with Jones. And it's Davies in at the 5 spot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Another shot. Tavares gets the bucket. Tavares has got his first points of the night.
And you know what? Just a tone setter there to start the second half. Just powering up for that rebound and getting it to fall.
Davies with the buckets.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage, make him defend out on the perimeter. Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Here's Jones. Takes it off the glass. Jones has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Out to the wing. Here's Garuba. 10 points for him. The 3. There's Tavares. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
Here's Musa. 15 points in the game. The shot from the low post is good. Musa's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Jones for 3. And Garuba pulls it down. Garuba's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And that one misses.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Musa. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Davies. That 3 off the mark.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Here's Garuba. Sinks the three-pointer. Garuba's got 13 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Here's Musa. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Ntilikina. It's tipped. Pass to Tavares. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
They shoot again. Good. He hits the jump shot. Davies has got his second bucket.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
There's the pick. Musa passes to Tavares. Pass to Campazzo. It's good from long range. Campazzo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Deflects the pass. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Bunga. And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 7.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
And here is Hezonja. From the arc. And Jones pulls it down. Pass to Davies. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Hezonja, and it's Huey in at the 1. Hezonja, the pass to Ibaka. So, Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system, Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here's Huey. No good on the three. Hazonia defending. Pass to Lundberg. Offline with his three. Lundberg's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Here's Hazonia. Sinks the triple.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Screen by Ibaka. Deck. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Fires the three. The rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. And now, here's Hazonia. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. The shot by Lundberg, no good. Here's Deck. He's covered by Washington. The three. Launches it. They grab their own miss. Jones kicks to Washington. No good with the triple. Washington's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Rolls it up. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lundberg's gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
5 to shoot. Buries it from 3-point range. Here's Lundberg. 1:21 left to play in the final quarter. From deep, Washington. And the 3 ball is good. Washington's got 6 in the quarter.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Ibaka for 3. Akusevsky grabs the miss. Jones drives in, and it's Jones finishing it off.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep 3-point land, Akusevsky grabs the miss. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate.
Welcome and thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Musa, good.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And that's the story of the league right now. Most any team can beat any other team on any given night.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Launches it. That shot, no good. Cans it with nobody near him. About a minute into this first quarter. Pass to Garuba. Fires from deep. He buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Let's go with a 3. Musa, no good. There's a screen. Fade away. Offensive rebound. The 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
Pass to Garuba. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Campazzo. Buries it from 3.
Well, this is a shot he hits with regularity. Defense trying to close, just not good enough.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. 7 points in the game.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
They swipe it. From behind the arc. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Great work to clear some space around the rim and set himself up for that putback.
Yes, sir. That was a huge follow. Knocks down the long J.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often. And, of course, he makes good use of it.
They set the pick. The 3. Garuba with a rebound. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. To the wing on the left. Clock at 6. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter here. Here's Campazzo. This one for 3. He can't hit that time. Out to the right wing. Takes a 3. It's deflected, and they recover it. There's a screen. 3-pointer, no good.
And lockdown defense against one of the best 3-point shooters in the league.
Lets it fly. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. He has 7. 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Beyond the arc. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Here's Garuba. Gets the 3 to fall. Garuba's got 6.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
One second left.
And he lays it in.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Up 3, and the second quarter is on its way when we return. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Off target from outside. Fires for three. Hazonia gets the bucket. And that'll tie this game up.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Screen by Deck. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Releases. That one is off. And that misses. That would have put him up. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. 4-3. The shot, no good.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Hazonia, no good with the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Nedovich, driving inside, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. That one's good for 2. 5 points in the game.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
They get it again. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Hazonia. Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Teodosic. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. And there's the drive. Doesn't go that time.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
1:44 left in the first half of this game. He drops it from range.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
To the middle. And they're running. Counted from distance.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Screen by Deck. Here's Hazonia. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
There's the triple. They shoot again. Here's Teodosic. 6 on the shot clock. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Fires the 3. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
The 3 is up. Good to see it fall for him. Now 3 for 9.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Hazonia. Fires the three. That shot is off. It's not going to go for him. And we finished off one half of play. They lead by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
36. And it's time.
Welcome.
This has been a weight room game. They're just stronger on the glass, and they're playing with a mean streak, guys.
And what do you know?
And moving on, thanks as always.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. They set a pick. Sends it home from three-point land. 17 points in the game.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Musa. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa. Lets it go from deep. He can't get that one to fall. The three is up. Hits the three-pointer.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Garuba. The shot. And the jumper falls for him. Garuba's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
And there's the screen. 6 to shoot. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Musa sinks the tray.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Stripped it away. 3-on-3. Fires from deep. The shot misses. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Garuba, no good. Down low. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 5.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Here's Musa. To the right side. Pass to Garuba.
2 minutes.
The 3. He's off on that one. 1:49 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Right wing. Second chance shot. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. Hits the trifecta. Garuba's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. The three ball. That shot missing. Here's Musa. 10 points for him. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Knocks down the triple. 22 points for him.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Here's Garuba. 11 points in the game. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Ball violation. That's a jump ball.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. They lead by 13. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. From the arc. Not going to go that time. There's a screen. No good on the three. Ibaka with it. Offensive board. Shot clock at 6. Nails it from beyond the arc. Ibaka's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. From downtown. And that one is hammered home.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And there's a pick for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Here's the 3. The shot off that time.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
No good from outside. To the paint. Deck, that's good. Deck's got his first basket.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Over to the left wing. Screen by Ibaka. Launches it. Hazonia gets the bucket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And that one drops. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. To the left wing. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Inside, here's Deck. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
And he makes it.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
1:27 left in the game. Puts up a three. No good on the shot. Connects from downtown.
Whoa, that man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And what an impact he's making from beyond the arc. A big three-pointer to narrow this lead.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Offensive rebound. Here's Nedovic. He drops it from range.
When you see the score and how much time is left, you realize this game is just about over.
Well, you have to appreciate the hard work that went into building this lead. They have been terrific all night.
Musa, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
They set the pick. There's the three. Gets the three ball to go.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Ibaka's shot is off. Let's go with a three. The offensive rebound. That three off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They have to feel good about this performance.
Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Cannon from long range. Second shot opportunity. Shot clock at 6. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the bump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Jones for 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
And it's good. 2 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Drains the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for draining the triple.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Cannon looking over the floor. A three ball. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Cannon's got 5 points so far.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Bunga gets the bucket.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
There's Cannon with the three. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Cannon. He has 5. Down low. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Davies misses. Here's Cannon. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here we go. Buries the jumper to finish the break. He has 6.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Lets the three fly. Hits the three-point bomb.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Jones. That one's off. Still out of sync.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Beyond the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Fires away from way outside. The shot comes out. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, there's Cannon with the three. Bunga pulls it in.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Takes a three. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Pass to Cannon. Launches a three. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Good on the triple.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Three-pointer. And rebounded by Davies.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
At the line for your home team, Jones. Shooting.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Jones for three. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Cannon from long range. Bunga pulls it in.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
And the basket is good.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the first. There's Cannon with the three. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Bunga, no good.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Cannon from long range. And he's good on the 3 ball. Cannon's got 17.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Lets it go with a three. Connects from three-point range.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Pass to Lundberg. And Nedovic pulls it down.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
That three off target had some space there after the little pump fake. From deep three-point land. He's off on that one. Out left to the wing. To the inside. In the corner, Teodosic with it. Drills it from outside. Teodosic has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jones for three. No good that time.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Dos Santos. There's the three. Kuszewski grabs the miss. Washington finds Jones. Shoots it. That's a miss, his second after 2 shots.
I think the defender really affected that shot.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Jones checked in for Jones. Dos Santos knocks down the 3 ball. He has 6.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game go.
Finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And a miss there on the triple. Washington passes to Jones. Here's Lundberg. Fires for 3. And Nedovic pulls it down.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Puts up a deep 3. And Jones pulls it down. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. They get it back. Here's Teodosic. Drills the 3-pointer. Teodosic has got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Dos Santos. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. The tray hits it from 3-point range. 15 points in the game.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
40 seconds left in the second quarter. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Jones up top. Here's Washington. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Washington's got his first basket of the night.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Jacks up a three. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
The shot by Lundberg, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Dos Santos. No good on the last second attempt there. And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
Your home team
Delivering the blowout.
The visiting team.
Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to...
And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure?
And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the home team.
You can do everything.
That is more than enough of a...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Jones is out there with Ntilikina, and it's Davies in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half. Cuts off the pass. There's Cannon with the 3. Bonga pulls it in. Bonga's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Jones. From down in the low post, it goes. Jones has got 6. The visitors with the ball. Here's Bonga. Offline with his 3. Bonga's gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. From outside the arc, and Cannon gets it to go. Cannon's got 20 points.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Traps in the tray.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
This one for 3. Bonga pulls it in. Bonga's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball stolen. 90 seconds now into the second half. There's Cannon with the 3. To the left wing. Fires the 3. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. Pass to Bonga. Right wing. Releases. And he hits the jump shot. He's got 11.
And he's doing everything he can offensively to lift them out of this hole. But I'm not sure his hot shooting can do it alone.
There's Cannon with the 3. Nailed from 3-point land.
And he got loose from the 3-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
The 3-pointer is right on target. Cannon's got 9 points here in the second half.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
Something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Puts up a 3. Bonga pulls it in. Bonga's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Davies with the bucket.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
There's Cannon with the 3. Cans it from downtown. Cannon's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The three. Tonga pulls it in.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Back to Cannon. For the three. And rebounded by Davies. Lets it fly from 18. Pass to Bonga. Second chance shot. Takes it inside.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Here's Cannon, defended by Jones. From downtown, and Cannon gets it to go. Cannon's got 32 points in the game.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Here's Davies, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
3 on 3. Jones from outside. Doesn't go for him.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
And Cannon gets it to go.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Launches it. No good. Shot missing. From the arc. No good. From deep three-point territory. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And an intentional foul right there.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Jones checked in for Jones. So it's the visitors now.
Jones.
Here's Cannon. From past the arc. Dos Santos. He's covered by Washington. Cannon can't hit. Okrzyjewski with the ball. Over to the wing. Powered down with both hands.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And he gets it to go. Cannon's got 37.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Three-pointer. Okrzyjewski grabs the miss. Okrzyjewski's got rebound number 5 here tonight. A shot by Lundberg, no good. Pass to Bowling Boy. From deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Bowling Boy's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Cannon from long range. Lundberg grabs the rebound.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Fires from deep. Unable to get that one. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Washington's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. There's Cannon with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3.
Cannon's got 40 points.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You got to at least show a little heart out here.
Cannon, that's a 2-pointer. The quick look, no good that time.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Pass to Washington. Okrzewski with the ball. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. Here's Bollenboy. Dos Santos. Off target from 3-point range. Picked him clean. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the result.
And Cannon gets it to go.
Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
And here's Washington outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
There's Cannon with the 3. To the wing right side. Dos Santos misses the 3.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
To the paint. Fade away. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Kalinic puts the fadeaway right on the money.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess...
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Welcome, everyone. Courtside with two ex-NBA stars, Grant Hill and Brent Barry. I'm Brian Anderson. We've got Allie LaForce on the sidelines tonight as well. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Ntilikina gets the bucket.
Ntilikina can make some noise around the rim at that size.
Here's Campazzo. Pass to Garuba. Takes the three. They get the rebound. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Here's Musa. Three-pointer. Counted from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Jones from outside. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. There's a screen from Garuba. Pass to Campazzo. Here's Musa, 6 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Ntilikina.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now here's Jones. Puts up a deep three. No good.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
The long distance three is buried. He has 6.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Musa. He's got 6. And he jams it home with authority.
and he's battling for everything, doing all he can to help extend their lead.
Just throwing down the putback with authority.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Here's Musa. Jacks up a three. Defended by Jones. Launches a three. On target from range.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Here's Bonga. Three-pointer off the mark. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
From deep. Pass to Campazzo. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. From outside the arc, Bonga gets the bucket. Bonga's got his second basket of the night.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Garuba. There's a screen. Lets the three fly. To the wing, right side. Here's Campazzo. Nails it from three.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
From outside the arc, sends it home from three-point land.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance. Maybe a time to rest him right now, just give him a bit of a breather, try to help him get back on track.
Off target from three-point range. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark. Jones feels it out. Off target with the three. Tipped. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Here's Campazzo. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. "26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game."
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Musa, no good.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
To the wing on the left. Ntilikina, the pass to Bonga. He got it up. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Up three. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, it's pretty obvious. I mean, cashing in on extra opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And he drives in, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risks pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. The shot won't fall. Screen by Deck. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Here's Pokashevsky. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
To the inside, Ibaka. Pass to Azonia. Launches it from deep. And the call over the back.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Got there early, and his anticipation of that play was rewarded by that call.
Washington right side. On the wing, Jones. Now Washington hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Yep, that one goes.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. It's an even 3-on-3 break.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Screen by Ibaka. Hezonja gets the bucket. He's got 5.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And Lundberg gets it to go.
It's fun for us to sit back and watch him go to work. But that's our job, not the defense's. They left him too open on that play.
There's the triple. It's hauled in by Pokusevski. Jones against Ibaka. Over to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Driving in, and that one is stuffed right through.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Ibaka. 1:44 left in the first half of this one. Washington outside. Outside Jones. Pass to Lundberg. With the drive. And Hezonja pulls it down.
Nice work defensively. Meeting him up top and forcing the miss.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Let's go with a 3. He buries it from 3.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pass to Lundberg. Outside Jones. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. The shot by Hezonja, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Stolen by Jones. And here's Pokusevski. On the wing, Jones. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Poku with the processing speed just got rid of that one quick.
There's the drive. Up and in on the layup. He's got 7.
Well, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
The fadeaway. Oh, what an incredible end to the quarter.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly.
Woo. Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
Glad you could join us. Ryan and
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Pass to Musa. There's a screen from Garuba. Tries to break his ice. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The officials were right on top of that
one. 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Here's Musa. Going inside, and down it goes. Jam that one home. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
4-3, gets the three to fall.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Takes a three, pure from three-point range.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Pass to Ntilikina. To the wing, right side. Just 5 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Give him 8.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Pass to Musa. Fires the 3. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Into the third. 2 minutes in.
Everybody up for that one.
Goodness!
You could just feel that coming.
And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Pass to Garuba. Here's Campazzo. Back to Garuba. There's a screen. There's the 3. It's a rebound by Bonga. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Misses from close range. Pass to Musa. There's a screen from Garuba. Takes the 3. Musa, no good.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Bonga gets the bucket. There's 1:54 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Musa. He's got 10. The shot's good.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Out to the wing. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Bonga. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
1:15 left in the third quarter. Musa, good.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
And he throws it down with one hand.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And he makes both free throws.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Jones from outside. Here's Bonga. And Azonia pulls it down.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. A tight one here in New York City. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Washington outside. Pass to Lundberg. Three-pointer. That one doesn't drop. Here's Musa. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Up by 4, and we'll return shortly. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Alexei Pokashevsky, and it's Washington in at the point guard position. Pass to Azonia. Launches it. They get it back. Out to the right wing. Back to Deck. He's guarded by Washington. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
A great example out here of just a no-quit team continuing to compete until the final buzzer.
Here's Ibaka, and the jam by Ibaka.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Yep, that one goes.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Here's Azonia, and he dunks it down.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Number 24.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And Lundberg gets it to go.
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
Yeah, breakdowns like this are only going to hurt you moving forward and late in the game. Establish some trust and make the defense come together.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Driving to the basket, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Lundberg's got 6 here in the quarter.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Jones with the block.
Hitting the glass with purpose and aggression.
Washington inside. Deflected. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Sinks it from distance.
How about the 7-footer out there knocking down threes, poking from distance?
Screen by Ibaka. Jones grabs the board.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And the shot's good.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
To the middle. Here's Deck. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
To take the lead. They get it back. Fires the 3. Here's Jones, and that one is hammered home.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
The three from Washington. Deck with a rebound. With the teardrop. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater. Boy, those sure are pretty.
Those and one plays can be real backbreakers in a close game.
And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter here. Fires for three. And it's in. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Hezonja.
Yes! A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the fourth. Pokashevsky. And nails the tray.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Here's Hezonja. To the inside. Ibaka. Money.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Oh, off target. The visiting club takes the win on the road. And this was an emotional win for them.